Hey guys, right now it is 12 a.m. April 22nd, 2019. I'm starting the trading day with $114 in the account. I'm looking to grow it as big as possible. I'm looking to become a full-time Forex trader. So I took a short position on the USD CAD maybe about an hour ago. And the reason why I took that trade because about 5 hours ago, Donald Trump came out with some announcement that he's going to be looking to put Iran oil exports to zero. Okay, so with that, that caused the Canadian dollar to go up because him, saying that he's going to put oil exports to zero and he's going to be putting sanctions on about 8 countries, that's going to cause oil to go up because it's all about supply and demand. And if Iran is, if people are not able to import oil from Iran, that means production is going to be low. That means the oil prices is going to go up, right? We have less oil and we have more people than we have oil. So that's how you end up where you see sometimes it's price gouging because they can charge whatever the hell they want to charge, right? But neither here nor there. So he's going to be doing that, and I think that's probably around May 2nd. That's what he's saying. Right now all we're trying to do is capitalize on what's going on in the market. We don't really care about what he's saying right now. We just want to make sure whenever he speaks, if we could make some pips, then we're going to make some pips. All right, so let's go to my chart here real quick, take a look at the trade. So as you can see, I entered the trade at 1.3365. okay, I'm looking for it to go down to at least 1.33372, which is the blue line. That's short term. That's like between now that I'm speaking to you and during the overnight session. So when the euro session opens up, I'm looking for a push all the way down to that level. So that's probably going to give me about from where I entered to the blue line, that's about 28 pips, give or take. And where I would love to see the market go is all the way down here. That probably won't happen overnight. That might happen over the next 2 days or so. So that looks like it's about, let's see how many pips we could get off of that trade. And again, this is assuming it goes in our favor. At any time this market can change. Okay, so that's about 67 pips, and I think that can happen between now, the euro session, and during the morning hours when the euro session and the US session crosses. That's when it gets a little bit more volatile, right? So what we're gonna do is I'm just gonna pause this video and I'm gonna monitor it. So this is the second video that I'm uploading to YouTube, so please guys, like, comment, and share. I'm gonna do my best to show you every single trade, whether it's good or bad. I'll try my best to explain why I took that trade. I don't necessarily have a how you call it, a strategy. I have more of a process that I follow. And when I say strategy, I'm saying something like, when the 10 EMA crosses the 5 EMA, I'm gonna buy or sell. I don't have anything like that. I have a process, right? And I'll kind of show you what my process looks like, and maybe you can implement that into your trading strategy if you want to. Okay, all right, so let me see if I can find that for you guys. I mean, I know exactly what it is, but maybe somebody might want to take a quick look, maybe write it down. I don't know. So I'll bring this over here, show you guys what I'm doing. So this is my trading plan. Okay, so the first thing I'm doing is the currency in the spotlight. Okay, I'm gonna look at my chart, see what's going on. Okay, is it weakening or is it getting stronger? Whichever currency that is. I'm just scanning the charts. I'm looking at currencies, see which one is moving. Okay, now I'm gonna go to whether it's Forex Factory or wherever I get my data. I'm going to see if something came out. I'm gonna look for news, somewhere on the web. Most times I get news directly from Bloomberg or investing.com or my teletrader app. It just gives me an alert that something just came out, right? So what caused the move? Is it macro based, which is GDP, interest rates, unemployment, etc.? Is it political, or is it due to another sector such as oil or gold? Okay. Then I'm going to determine whether the market sentiment will last throughout that session. And the way I'm going to gauge the market sentiment, I'm going to be looking at my teletrader app to see whether or not the Asian stocks are going up or down, right? And then I'm going to look for my entry. So after I've done my analysis, my due diligence, I'm going to look for a long or short position. I could do all the due diligence in the world, but it doesn't mean that I'm going to be right. But if I'm wrong, I'd rather be wrong knowing I did the right thing, right? Which is doing my analysis and not just jumping into a trade, okay? All right, so I hope that makes sense to you guys. So never just take a trade because it looked like it's going down. Try and find out why is it going down, okay? That's the biggest thing, okay? I'm not looking at candlestick patterns. I don't look at chart patterns. I just try to find out what's actually causing that move, because at the end of the day, it's not because it touched support why it reversed. Okay, it reversed because something happened, right? Somebody said something, a report came out, a data came out, there was a meeting, there was something that happened that caused that currency to either stall or go down. And if it's going down, typically, let's take for the NZD for argument's sake, that's a trade that I was actually in, right? And I got out of that trade, and right now I think it actually went down a little bit, I guess that would be close to where I exited that trade a few days ago. I think that was maybe Friday. Yeah, it was on Friday, right? But it's going down obviously because the Canadian dollar is weak. But not because of that, but it's more so because the NZ dollar is weak. Okay, so it retraced, but it's actually a weak currency, and that's why all it's doing is continuing to go down. So it came up, it stalled at what looks like a resistance level, and it's not because it hit the resistance why it reversed. It reversed because investors' bias or traders' bias is to the downside, and people now starting to sell again. So we had buyers that were lingering around up here. Sellers were lingering around just waiting for it to come back so they can catch that right down. And that's all it is. It's about supply and demand. Okay. So right now, I'm just going to be monitoring this trade and see how it performs overnight. It's, nothing is guaranteed. It's a high probability that this trade can reverse and go all the way back up here. I think I have a 50 pip stop on this trade. Okay, just in case it comes back on me, it's not gonna just wipe me out because I have a 10 pip stop loss. Okay, because sometimes you have such tight stops and you just keep getting wiped out. So I rather just have a large enough stop where it gives me enough leeway. But given the circumstance of the news that came out, I feel like the Canadian dollar is going to go down. It's going to be strong, and the US dollar is going to go down further. Now, I don't even want to be in this trade for a long time because on Wednesday, the Canadian dollar, there's a report that's going to be coming out on Wednesday. So I don't want to get caught up in that mess. Okay. I try to get out of trades whenever there's going to be a data release or some type of monetary policy release or something like that. Okay, so I'm going to take a quick look at the calendar and see what's coming out this week. And I would encourage you guys to always look at the calendar and see what's going on, because you could just easily take a trade and not knowing that non-farm payroll or something like that is going to come out that Friday and it just wipe out your whole account. Okay. So tomorrow, pretty much nothing's going on. The banks are pretty much closed tomorrow. on Tuesday, I know for sure we have the Australian dollar. They're going to be coming out with their CPI. Okay. And on Wednesday, which is the 24th, yeah, the 24th, let's see what's coming out on the 24th. Okay, so Canada coming out with their monetary policy report, rate statement, BOC rate statement. That's the Bank of Canada rate statement. So, and you know, typically, I don't think they're going to increase interest rate or they're going to drop interest rate. So that's pretty much going to stay the same. What we're looking for is within the monetary policy report or the statement, what it is, are they saying anything positive or negative, right? So I'm not really looking at the rate, the overnight rate, because I think that's going to stay the same. But we're going to be looking to see, did they say something negative? Did they say something positive? Okay, that's what's going to move the Canadian dollar one way or the other. If they come out and say something negative or dovish, it's going to go down. If they come out and they say something positive, which is hawkish, it's going to go up. So that's what we're looking for. So I don't want to be in this trade when that happens. We also have JPY's coming out with their report as well. So we'll be looking out for that. But I'm more so excited about the Canadian dollar, especially that right now it's a little bit strong. So it's always good to add on more good news when something is already, you know, strong. All right, so I'm just gonna pause this video right now and I'm just gonna let it run, let the charts run overnight. Then I'm gonna unpause it when I wake up and give you guys the update. Okay, hopefully it goes in my way. If it doesn't, hey, it is what it is. It's about trading and you have to be able to manage your risk. As long as I'm losing less than what I'm making, I'm okay with that. Okay, so I'm gonna pause it real quick, but always remember, guys, be inspirational, be selfless, and live passionately. Hey guys, good evening. It is currently 6:48 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, April 22nd. Just want to talk about the USD CAD trade that I was in from yesterday. All right, so today while I was at work, I noticed USD was strengthening just a little bit. So I actually ended up closing the trade for about a half a pip. It wasn't even, I don't even think it was a full pip. But I immediately placed a sell order to sell the USD CAD again, and I was able to get in at the 13372 level. That's 1.3372 level. So I'm currently up about 26 pips on that trade. It did go down a little bit further, possibly maybe 37 or close to 40 pips, but I held on to the position which I'm still in right now. I just wanted a little bit of a little better entry, so to speak. So let me jump into the charts real quick. And again, the reason why I took the trade was, you know, the comment that was made by Donald Trump on yesterday. So as you can see here, here's the chart. Up here is where I entered short. So right now I've actually moved my stop to break even. So right now it's free money. I'm playing with the house's money, so to speak. It did touch the initial area where I stated would be a good place to take profit, but I'm gonna let it continue because I'm looking for it to go down to the 1329 level. That's 1.329 level. I think USD CAD right now has some steam behind it, and I think it can make it to that level. Okay, so I'm not gonna make this video too long. Just wanted to show you the trade that I'm in, and actually let me go back and see if I could show you one that I closed out earlier today. Okay, all right, so let's find our activity. Okay, let's go into the activity, and if you could see, where is that trade? USD CAD, here it is right here. I closed it out. Let's see, what information does it have? It doesn't really have too much information, it looks like. But nonetheless, it was pretty much a break-even trade. Didn't lose anything on it, maybe like 10 cents or some nonsense like that. But just again, like I said, I'm going to be showing you every single trade that I'm taking, and I'm going to be explaining, to the best of my ability why I'm taking that trade. So the purpose of this channel again is me trying to become a professional forex trader while trading with a really small account. The margin or leverage on this account is not even big compared to some forex brokers. This is just a 50-to-1 margin. Unlike some brokers, you're getting anywhere between 500 to 200. So on the account that I have right now, if it was a 500-to-1 account, I could probably trade $5 per pip. However, that would be insanity because you could get wiped out. So I'm gonna go ahead and close out this trade, close out the video, and keep the trade running. So as always, be inspirational, live selfless, and live passionately. Please leave a comment below, like, and subscribe to the video. Thank you so much. Hope you have a good day. Bye.